are you today? Oh, yeah. That's never good, but I am here to help you through that, okay? So tell me a little bit what's been going on with you. Okay. Alright. Let me see if we have you already scheduled down. You said you made an appointment last month? Okay. Have you been with us before? Have you been to see us in the past? Okay. Well, we actually upgraded our systems and everything, so all our old files from our old building are temporarily not with us. So we are going to have to start you a new file, okay? Alright, and any changes that we need to make in the future, we can always pull up your old file, but just for temporary reasons, we're just going to make you a whole new document here. Just pull this up. Okay. So, you've not been in the past. Okay. How'd you hear about us? Okay. Okay. And what's their name? Alright. I'm just gonna write that down. Set this down actually. Okay. So how you feeling today? Okay. Alright, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that in just a few moments, but first let me go ahead and create your just your document here. What is your full name? Can you spell that last part for me? Okay. All right. And what's your birth date? Okay. Let's see here. So, have you ever seen any other doctor, or have you been to any other skincare clinic for your skin? Okay. And what was their name? Alright, and about how long ago was that? Okay, about 6 months, okay. Did you receive any treatments, any, okay. Alright. Okay, let me see here. You said that you were actually sent here by a mutual friend that comes to us. Okay. So I'm just gonna write that down. So we know that a lot of our patients want want to jump right in and get started right away. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a close look at you here in just a moment. Okay. And then we're gonna go from there. Okay, because there's all kinds of different options we can do, of course. So, let's see, how long would you say you have had concerns with your skin? Okay. Alright. Okay. Does this affect your daily lives, or your the social part of your life? Do you ever consider yourself, do you think your self-esteem has been affected by this? Okay. Alright, well, that's completely normal. You're not alone there. We're gonna fix you up, okay? But I will tell you, you are very beautiful. You have nothing to worry about. I know hearing that from an outside point of view, you know, is hard to really take in sometimes, but I've been in this career path for a long time now, and I just want you to know that there's every reason for us to be positive and, you know, lift ourselves up when we get the chance. So I'm sorry to hear that you have been suffering a little while. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about the areas in your skin that you're most concerned with, what you like about your skin, what you don't like about your skin, okay? So go ahead and just start wherever you want. I'm going to just take some notes while you're okay. 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 And I am seeing the bits of dryness on the side that you're talking about, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put a pair of gloves on so that I can actually get a little bit closer, okay? Hold tight a second for me. These gloves, they're in this bag, and sometimes they just don't want to come out. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, I'm just going to feel. Okay. Alright. Now, if you feel any pain whenever I give pressure, I'm going to go from the top and you just tell me if it's more painful than other areas, okay? Any pain along your forehead there? Okay, what about your T-zone area? I'm gonna go down your nose, go out your cheeks. Okay, a little painful right there, okay? Some more on this side, or this side? This side, okay. I'll be very gentle when I'm going over this area. Okay, now I'm just gonna go down. It's around your mouth here, and your chin, and your jawline. Any noticeable pain or pressure that you're feeling when I am going over these areas? Okay, a little bit on your left jawline. Okay. Alright, let me just make a couple notes really quickly. Okay, and you said okay. Okay, next I'm going to ask you about your daily routine. Do you have a skincare routine in the morning or the night? Okay. Okay. Are you taking any new medications that may be affecting your skin? Because what we put in our body comes right out. So, this could be maybe a new food you've been eating, any type of. Okay. And this is a little bit of a weird question, but have you changed up your laundry detergent in the last several months? Okay, because sometimes that can affect our skin as well. Okay, so let's just take a look here. I'm gonna put my hair back. And let's go ahead and put the gloves on again. So we're gonna go over a few different options and what we can do a skin assessment on you. Okay. There are medical treatments such as creams and things, or we can do an oral treatment where you take a pill every day, or certain medicine that we can prescribe to you depending on what our goals here are. Okay. So I'm just gonna take a closer look. I'm gonna get my glasses on. Okay. And I'm going to take a few notes too. So you can go ahead and close your eyes for me if you want to. I'm just going to shine a little bit of light here. That way I can get a really close look. Okay. Just hold really still and you can just breathe normal. Okay. Okay. All right. Just checking for any possible infections or anything like that. We want to be very careful so that we can know exactly what you're needing, okay? So just give me a brief second, okay? Okay, well, I'm not seeing any scarring or anything, so that's good. Okay, I think we're gonna see a lot of progress in the following months, okay? Take a deep breath. Okay, try to relax. You're okay. You're doing great. You're doing fine. Okay. Okay. Now, let me see here. Okay. So this next thing, I'm just going to use a couple of my tools. Okay, let's see what we want to do here. I'm going to use this one. This will work fine. So, let's get here. Okay, so I am going to just see how much this can help. Maybe a facial is in the works for you. Okay, before we begin our treatment, you might benefit from a special blackhead removal. We can do all kinds of different things. We can do face masks. We can do all kinds of different things on you, okay? Alright, so go ahead and close your eyes for me. I'm just gonna go through a little bit and see what we can do. Okay. Are you okay? Are you comfortable? Okay. Great. If you need me to stop at any point, don't be afraid to. Just tell me to stop, okay? I'm just going to go through very gently now. Just very gently and see. Okay. Alright. Did you experience any pain when I was going through with my skin tool? Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna go through here. Just briefly. I am definitely going to recommend a full facial. Now, I'm going to recommend the blackhead removal, okay? Because I think clogged pores can lead to a lot of underlying skin conditions. So we're just going to clean your entire face very, very well. Okay, we're gonna do a deep exfoliation. Now, are you open to a skincare treatment, medicine? Okay. Okay. All right. I believe I asked you this already, but have you had any skincare treatments before? I guess I could look it up in your file. Okay, so this will be your first time trying that. Okay, so we're gonna start you out just on the lowest dose possible, because I don't think you're gonna need a whole lot to clean up what you have going on. Okay. This is no problem at all. I would say your case is very mild, okay? Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask you a few questions, alright? So, first of all, go ahead and tell me, do you have any allergens? Okay. And let's see. If you are on any medications, can you go ahead and list those for me now? That's okay if you don't know them all. We can go ahead and get a hold of your primary doctor. Who's your primary doctor? Oh, they're a very good doctor. Okay. So we can go ahead and get a hold of them since our files are unrelatable right now. We can't cross over and look into your file from another facility. Okay, unfortunately. So we are going to give her a call. And we're going to just double check and see, make sure you have no other known allergies, make sure your all your medical information is up to date with us. That way we can make sure we're giving you the right thing that's going to work for you, okay? With the least amount of side effects and everything like that. No big deal. Won't take long. Okay, and let's see. I'm gonna just write her number down. I'm just gonna look that up. Okay, so I'm just gonna write that down really quickly. That way I can give a call. Okay. Okay, and let's see. Do you have your insurance information with you? Alright. Go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, thank you. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and scan that into our computer, so if you want to get that here. Take it over here. This will just take a second. Alright, while we're waiting on that to come back, did you have any questions for me today? Did you have any comments or concerns? We can start as soon as possible, actually. If you're available tomorrow morning, I would suggest coming in, going ahead and doing the blackhead removal, the deep exfoliation, the full-on facial treatment, okay? Your insurance is going to cover that as well, so you don't have to worry about paying for that or anything, okay? And it looks like we have an availability 2 days after that, okay? So it'll be this following Thursday, if that sounds okay to you. Okay? Alright. And we actually are going to have a specialist in the office, okay? So they will be assisting us. They're going to take another look at you, probably just ask you, a list of questions and things. So be prepared for that. They're very sweet. No need to worry or anything. Oh, looks like your card's done here. I'll go ahead and give that back to you. There you go. Alright, so I'm just going to take my highlighter. I need to highlight a few things just so we can stay on the main points. Okay. And did you say, okay, so Thursday's going to work for you. What time works best for you? We have let's see, for afternoon hours, we have a 1:45, we have a 2:15, and it looks like we have a 3 o'clock. Did you want something a little later than that? The only thing I would say about going any later than that is like I said, our skincare specialist is going to be here that day. I know they're coming early. I know they're coming around 7 a.m. So I'm assuming they're going to be here a full day, which we close at 5. So hopefully they would stay the whole day. But I'm just going to say, if you are, if you want to be sure, I guess, to get your time in with them and get that extra skin assessment done, I would probably say to play it safe and schedule early afternoon. You want to do the 145? Okay. And do you need a note for school or work or anything like that? Okay, we can do that for you. And how about today? Did you need any note saying that you were here to see us today? Okay, no problem. Let me just type that up. Okay. And who should I make it out to? Okay. And what's your professor's name? Okay. All right. And do they need a specific time frame that you were here, or just a simple? Okay, better go ahead and put the time. Okay, what time is it? Let's see. Let's check. All right. So did you plan on returning today, or do you want me to go ahead and take you off for the full day? Okay. Then I'll go ahead and put can return tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and say will be excused on Thursday for continued treatment. And then I'm going to leave our name and number. If they have any questions, they can just phone us, okay? And our office hours are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. But if they call and we're not here in the office for some reason, or we don't answer, then just leave a message or we'll call them right back, okay? So no big deal, it should be fine. Alright. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and print. It's actually going to the printer up front, so when you leave, just get it on your way out, okay? I'll have the receptionist up there remind you, okay? I'll shoot her a little message real quick. Alright. So, looks like you're all set up to come back and see us. Do you have any questions about your facial or anything? And tomorrow morning, I don't believe I gave you a time, we're gonna go ahead and start that at 7:30, if that's okay. Alright, and you said you don't have class tomorrow. Okay, perfect. So, if you don't have class tomorrow, then you won't need to return tomorrow. Okay, well, that's okay. That's alright. At least they'll know. Okay, so I had you in for 7:30, and you will be with me. I'm gonna do your facial for you. You don't need to bring anything with you. We are gonna give a call to your primary doctor and everything. So, okay. Oh, that's actually our lunch bell. So, yeah, we're all about to go to lunch, and then we'll be back. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us. It was really good talking to you, really good meeting you, and I look forward to your facial in the morning, okay? Okay. Don't forget your note on the way